Fuck all of you.
I think the rest of us should get XP. Alex can...
Fuck all of us and not fuck you, Brad, huh? That's a turn.
This is 33, correct?
This is 33. Oh, yeah, I should probably name it.
33 was the turning point where Brad started saying fuck the players instead of the players saying fuck you, Brad.
You know...
We're finally doing something right.
Finally there.
We're hitting something because the end times are nigh, or so they say, but tonight the Empire endures. Welcome to the Grimdark Chronicles, our playthrough of the hallowed and historic Enemy Within campaign, playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. I'm your GM, Brad, joined by Eric playing Otto, Alex playing Luca, Mike playing Krappa, Justin playing Berkey, and Kyle playing Sigmund. And all of this is brought to you thanks to our neighbors from the north, darkforgemedia.com. They created our intro video. They've been doing a bunch of advertising for Cubicle 7. You've probably seen their work. If you haven't, watch the intro of this video. We're on episode 33. How did you make it this far without seeing our intro? Come on. Also, if you, like me, like shiny rocks, go to barondice.com, use the code DEADSONS, get 5% off your order at checkout. But with that, let's talk about what happened last time in the Empire. As you all had taken the task to go try to find a certain goblin that ran into the sewers. You spent an amount of time winding your way through, looking at the major sewers, walking along one of the major lines, and seeing some of those smaller sewer lines as well. In the process, you had made your way through and into the sewers following to the northeast until you found a trail of what you think is the goblin's blood. And following it through the sewers for some time, a couple of you ended up briefly blinded, but you ended up finding your way to a door that was shut with a trail of blood seeming to go through the door into a room. Now, despite all of this and the creepy, eerie laughter that rings out at the end of all that, plus the fact that a couple of you have felt as if you've been watched for a vast majority of the sewers, Otto, with a prayer to Sigmar, charges in. And that's where we're picking up today. So Otto, having slammed the door open with your hammer, you run into this room. And the room itself is not massive. It's about, what do we got? 20 feet wide, maybe 30? Yeah, about 30 feet wide. Another 45 feet long, 50 feet long. It's not the biggest room you've ever seen, but it does get the job done. So with that, what, sir, would you like to do? As you burst into this room, an octagon painted on the ground, a beast's head with curling ram horns that says the Ordo Septenarius sitting in the center of this pentagram, octagram.
I'm going to run up and smash the thing in the middle of the pentagram.
Okay, you run up and make an attack roll against the skull. Go for it.
All right. Combat. This is going to be... You need to add the modifier to this after, but... Well, I'm charging, so I guess technically so I'll do that too.
Okay, so you're charging, so you get an advantage for that.
Yeah, that's not right.
We're starting out strong on our first night back in a while.
No, it's did the wrong thing, but I am actually going to re-roll that.
But use a fortune point?
Yeah, I'll use a fortune to re-roll that. And
so
because
the 83 over 59 is going to get re-rolled.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to go to physical because I'm not liking this.
Because we haven't learned our lesson with digital dice enough.
I love digital dice. They fail me all the time.
You're like the only one. Yeah.
That's
you're like the only
better.
one.
And also,
I like to
it
fail
also
forward.
Didn't add the right things to it, so that makes sense. So it's going to be 34 under, what was this? Melee basic plus 2 should be 79.
So 34 under 79 with a plus 4. Okay. How much damage?
Plus 4 combat, 11 damage.
11 damage. As the hammer smashes through the skull, splinters of bone flying everywhere. The skull changes from bone to goo, and purple ooze splatters across your chest and everyone within 5 feet of you.
Which I'm imagining is no one because I ran off on my own.
Correct. Well, what I need you to do, Otto, is give me a cool test.
Cool test.
I am still at the door.
At a negative 20.
Negative 20?
Yes, sir.
Right
Oh,
behind
that's a good
him,
time
but
to
I
roll then.
wouldn't have charged the same thing.
Right.
Cool, you said, right? And
Cool.
negative 20?
Negative 20.
So that is a 19 under 31.
Okay.
So plus 2.
Despite the goo splattering your chest, you feel and you begin to panic for a half a second, thinking it's acid. Your tunic's sizzling, and then you realize it's not sizzling at all. What has happened is the goo is not goo. It is splinters of the bone that have now embedded themselves into your chest plate, into your leathers and your tunic, just kind of like coated across it. There is a purplish viscera that seems to be dripping from the bone, but that faint feeling of acid does not exist. The other of you, Luca, Krappa, Sigmund, Berkey, I need all 4 of you to give me a cool check at a +0, please.
I thought we already did cool checks before we went.
We've done a lot of cool checks because there's a lot of things happening right now that are requiring cool.
Hey, Brad.
Yes, sir.
How many sessions ago did we renew Fortune?
I think it was actually last session, unfortunately.
It was.
It was.
Episode 32.
Okay, because I'm sitting here at 0, and I didn't think that was right.
You should be fully replenished because you
Okay.
didn't use any last session, to my knowledge.
You said 0?
+0, yes. And Justin, to your question, there are multiple things happening. You and Sigmund were testing against fear with cool for a couple things. We've also had other things going on. This is for something entirely different. There's just a lot of dice that are
I
going to
just
be getting thrown.
remembered rolling. I actually shouldn't say I remembered. I reviewed and I saw myself roll cool when we entered this room. So
Correct. You rolled cool because you and Sigmund are both still somewhat fearful. You're not afraid.
Yeah.
In fact, if I remember correctly, neither of you actually have the fear condition.
I don't think I actually got the fear
Someone
condition ever.
gets
So
No, I take that
don't
back.
know.
Episode 31, Otto.
You guys had
yeah, we're good.
voices going
You guys
through
have
your
voices
heads.
going on in your
That's,
head. Berkey and
that's what
Sigmund.
you're.
That's
yeah.
all it is. So you're testing cool for that. This is testing cool for something different.
I didn't think I had the voices, but that's okay.
I did.
I know Sigmund did. I thought you did too, Berkey, but it's okay. Either way.
Yeah, several of us had the voices happening, but I think you and Kyle were the last ones that had them.
Yeah, there was a
And
test you all had to make against cool
Yeah.
to not have the voice linger.
Because Mike and Eric both tried to give you like a plus, and then I ended up giving you the plus.
Correct.
If I remember right.
Yep. You had
Anyway,
to,
I-
pitch me on why you should be allowed to attempt to help them a third time.
Correct. I failed with a -5, 81 over 34, and I kind of want to re-roll that, but
Okay.
I'm also thinking about the situation, and he's probably not going to be super cool.
Okay.
So I'm just
Krappa
going to
with
let it go.
Perfect. Krappa with a 43 under 50 for a +1. Luca with an 81 over 34 for a -5. Berkey with a 62 over 32 for a -3. And Sigmund with a 52 over 37 for a -2. This is perfect. Luca, Berkey, Sigmund. All 3 of you lose sight of Otto the minute he charges into the room. You just don't see him. It's like he disappears through a veil of mist. Krappa.
Oh,
You see him run up and smash a skull and then kind of do one of these and look at his clothes and realize that something bad is not happening. But Luca, Berkey, and Sigmund, none of you see Otto at this point.
what the hell?
Well, it's good knowing him, I suppose. Berkey, what now?
I hold up my shield and move around to the left side of the room, like kind of edging around the wall, keeping my back to the wall, trying to get sight of Otto again.
As you begin to back against the wall and try to slide along the wall, you feel the wall fingers come out of the wall and grasp into your cloak and try to hold you in place.
That's interesting.
You can break free of them, but there is something grasping at you as you're trying to slide along the wall.
I move away from the wall.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Oh, it's real, huh? -1. 43 over 31.
You try to step away from the wall. You do not. As you step away, the wall grabs and holds you tighter.
I turn and try and shove my shield against the hands that are trying to grab my cloak.
Okay, you turn and you shove your shield against the hands that are grabbing at your cloak, and your shield strikes the strikes the stone, of the wall with a loud metallic clang, and a laugh just goes.
Is there still stuff holding my cloak?
Nope.
Okay.
Do I hear or see any of this?
You see Berkey say, "What the hell?" Step off to the left, and then slam his shield into a stone wall.
I'm going to ask Berkey, what are you seeing? What's going on?
Do I hear him?
Give me a perception check at a -20.
Did we all hear him?
None of you hear him. Actually, Krappa hears him.
I hear him?
Luca and Sigmund, give me the same perception at negative 20, please.
Yeah, let me make sure I don't have talents that I'm forgetting about after a few weeks.
Astounding failure, 86 over 22.
You absolutely do not hear him.
Mine is an impressive failure. 56 over 16.
Jesus Christ, guys.
You also do not hear him.
Perception is at minus 20, you said.
Perception's not really my thing.
Boy, I like that auto
Minus
fella,
3, 55 over 22.
None of you hear Otto except for Krappa, who doesn't have to test.
If he doesn't respond, I guess I would start walking over to him, but
Not
unless I see something else.
not hearing Otto and having heard Sigmund behind me, and realizing I turned around and hit the wall and there's not hands actually grabbing me. Things do not appear to be what they seem. Keep your eyes peeled, but do not trust them.
That is correct. Things are not what they seem. And a faint finger touches your left ear, Berkey.
Are we hearing
Brad,
that
are
too,
we
or
hearing that
no?
voice?
Nope, that
Oh,
one's just a
no.
Berkey.
Okay.
I obviously flinch away, because why wouldn't I? But
Yep.
I
There's
assume
nothing
there's
there.
nothing there.
There's
Yeah.
nothing there.
Berkey,
Otto.
you doing okay?
Steady, Berkey. I'm fine.
Watching him kind of weird and everything, I'm going to get behind the door frame a little bit with just my crossbow peeking in.
Okay. You lean slightly behind the door frame and you peep your crossbow in.
I guess I would do it from the left because I'm right-handed.
Sure. You lean to the left and you kind of like lean around the wall looking into the room. The crossbow pointing forward. What was Luca's favorite thing to hunt as a child? Or as an adult? What's your favorite game or thing to hunt?
That was going to be funny. I would say probably just rabbits.
Okay. The room is full of rabbits. Jumping in front of your
Like
eyes.
regular rabbits?
Yeah, big, giant
Nothing weird
ears.
about 'em?
No, they just look like big rabbits. They weren't there a second ago, but as you lean in with your crossbow, the room
Start
is filled with rabbits.
going like this with my eyes and looking in there and looking back at Sigmund. Sigmund, are you seeing this?
Hey, Brad.
Sir,
I'd like to try something.
go for it.
I don't know if this would be charm or leadership,
Okay.
but I would like to use my public speaker talent in conjunction with either charm or leadership to attempt to describe the true nature of the room to the party
Okay.
and try and guide them back from
Do it.
whatever hallucination they're experiencing.
Give me a roll, and it will be... So they're not going to test against you. You are testing to support them. So because they are in the throes of this event,
Mhm.
your test will be at a negative 10.
Which
Guys-
test though?
You're going to use a charm test.
Charm? All right.
Actually, I'll say with what you're trying to do, call it leadership, not charm.
We've given Brad too much time to think
And
about
it's
this room.
what was the difficulty again?
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
Yep, just a difficult negative 10.
All right.
Okay. We'll take it. So
I'll take it.
With a 46 under 48, marginal success, the yes but. As you begin to describe this room, the true nature of the room, Berkey, Sigmund, Luca, the images that are plaguing you, the things that are happening. Sigmund, I haven't even begun to describe yours yet, which were going to be hilarious. But Luca, the rabbits seem to become more translucent. They don't fully fade from your vision, but they pull away. Berkey, the feeling of being touched and grasped fades a bit more, and that weird feeling of your ear being touched is now almost completely gone. The grasping fingers that you were shoving back against are irrelevant, and you realize that the room is just feeling cloyingly small for you, but in general, there's nothing that seems to be actively grabbing you at this time. It seems to all be mental.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, Krappa, with that success, you hear a voice in your head say, no, that's not how we do things here. You are in my world now. And
Sir, this is my head.
as you hear this, Krappa, Luca, as you're leaning along the doorframe with your crossbow, Sigmund, where were you in this process? Had you stepped into the room?
No, I was right behind Luca.
So you're right
hugging the
behind
wall.
Luca,
Yeah.
watching him lean. Weirdly, the door that Otto broke down slams shut behind all of you. Luca, you are no longer leaning against the doorframe. You are 5 feet into the room. Sigmund, you are no longer in the hallway. You are right behind Luca
Pass.
in the room. Berkey, you are no longer right against the wall. You are 5 feet further into the room. Otto, as you try to run towards Berkey, you find yourself on the outside of the pentagram, on the north side, away from everybody else. And Krappa, you watch as this happens. You break the reverie, and you see as your friends basically seem to glitch in place. They become almost like hazy for a half second before they are suddenly thrust further into the room. And you yourself move 5 feet further into the room, the door slamming shut behind you, completely repaired. And the voice goes, now,
Do I, though?
have some fun. I don't know, but you did.
Sigmund would like to opt out.
Sigmund would like to opt out.
There's no opting
Same.
out. Suck it up.
So Otto, you would be...
Abstain.
Brad, I am
Yes, sir.
firing at the first thing that's not a rabbit or my teammates.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Can't
Justin,
see
I
shit.
might need your help. You might need to share your screen if you could.
It's all black at the moment.
I know it is. I'm working on
Okay.
it.
I will.
Yeah, this map sucks.
It does.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, no.
Pass. Hey, I see a hallway.
You do. Weird. That's not supposed to work. There's walls.
Oh.
Whatever. You might see something there, but you don't see it in person. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Fair.
What you see is, here's the room that you see. The blood smears everywhere. The shattered skull once having sat in the center. Otto, you find yourself on the other side. Krappa, actually, this is not correct. Luca would be here. Sigmund would be
I don't think
there.
you were supposed to
Berkey
hit
would be
that.
there. Krappy would be here. Here we go. So as this is all happening, that voice rings out and basically says that you are now in this something's game. And at the center, the pieces of shattered skull that Otto has thrust his hammer through, has smashed through, coalesce in a flurry of purple and blue smoke, and a gibbering demon appears.
Oh, jeez. All right.
So
I'd like
show
to
you guys
start
what this
praying.
looks like.
I'd like to start praying too.
Oh, God.
Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
Sick.
The creature is standing, its mouth huge, multiple
No.
tongues lashing from within as the voice gurgles and goes, now we have fun in my world. And we're going to jump right into initiative. So welcome back to Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay after a couple weeks off and a couple different games. We need
This
to
is
check.
ass, Brad.
Good, it should be. What I'd like to check is I want to make sure,
No.
do we still have, Otto, is your initiative still 34?
Yes.
Sigmund and Berkey, are you both still 37?
Yes.
Krappa, 35?
Yes.
Luca, 31.
So sorry. I was preparing for this shitstorm. 31, yes.
Okay. So with that, as the creature materializes, it is going to immediately charge you, Krappa, having been the person to break the reverie and ruin its fun. It is faster than all of you. Quickly mark these down.
Don't tell me how fast I am, Brad.
I will tell you exactly how fast you are. Sigmund and Berkey, I think Berkey normally went first, correct?
I have 37, but
But what's your agility?
probably higher than his. Hang
That's
on.
what I thought.
30.
Mine is not working. Hang on. Foundry's being weird. Here we go. Agility is 41.
Yeah. Way better.
40, yeah. So it's going to be Berkey, you will be next. So you are on deck. Start thinking about what you want to do. But
You have a lot more wounds than me.
as you watch,
You
this
spineless.
creature charges directly at Krappa. Krappa, first thing it's going to do with the
Yeah.
charge is it is going to make an attack against you with its horns as it rushes forward, having picked up one advantage in the process.
All right.
So first and foremost, I need you to defend against the horn attack that comes first as it charges at you. The curling, kind of serrated horns having sharpened ends. As it runs at you, you see that the tips of the horns almost seem to be like little hands clawing at your skin as it gets closer and it thrusts its head forward. So you, sir, will be opposing an attack. Okay. One success. Okay.
One
So
success. 32 under 44.
as you thrust your mace up trying to strike the creature in the head to deflect its blow. Your +1 success is not as good as its +3 successes. The horns will stab you in the body, which actually this makes sense.
Okay.
Your large girth.
He's mostly body.
I am mostly body.
So the horns are going to do 11 damage.
I feel like Krappa should have different dice that represent how much body there is on him.
So don't forget, you're going to subtract your toughness and your armor if you have any in the chest.
Yeah, so that's 8. Ooh,
Krappa, do you have to have custom fitted armor?
probably.
Theoretically, yes, but he also doesn't wear armor. So Krappa, how many wounds did you just take out of the 11?
8?
Okay.
Oh boy.
The creature follows up with a slashing claw attack at you, Krappa.
Damn.
We're all gonna die.
Okay. So you'll need to defend this one as well.
All right.
Oh well.
Here, Rick.
Ooh,
Do you
Yeah,
want to
we're
do
not
anything
gonna
with that
do
before I describe what
that.
happens?
no. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay,
Let
using a
me
fortune
start
point.
pulling up fate and fortune so I can
You might
remember
wanna start
what I can do.
That's exactly where I was. All right.
Jeez.
Try this again. Oh, fuck me.
Oh no, the dice gods are saying something's going to happen. Okay,
Yep.
so with a 71 over 44 with a -3, I again succeeded with 3 success levels. So the differential is
boy.
going to be 6. This time it is going to be 15 damage to the body as the claws rake into the same wound as the horns.
Oof. All right. Yeah, I'm out.
So you're down below 0,
Yeah.
correct?
I am.
Yeah,
wound-
Brad.
That one,
Yeah.
well, sorry, not
Just
below
dealt him
0.
24 damage.
I did. Sorry, Warhammer Fantasy. So you're above your wound total. So what happens now is because this attack did take you above your total, you are going to suffer a crit.
All right.
And that crit becomes more dangerous because you went over his wound total,
Yes.
Correct.
right? Okay.
Yeah, where do I mark it?
And I'm gonna kind of home rule something because some of these, like the way the crits work, where it's like, oh, if you go over, you roll the hit location. No, you were hit in the body. The crit will happen to your body. It does not make sense otherwise. But let me get the crit table open, which I should have had open to be ready, and I didn't.
How do I add a crit on here?
You'll drag it out of the compendium and just
Oh,
drop
geez.
it onto your character sheet later. So first, let's find out what we did. Critical tables are on, excuse me, page 80 of Up in Arms. Here we go. All right, body critical wounds. We did, how far above your wound total am I, sir?
I'm at -5.
Okay, so
And
so
of-
I'm going to add, oof. All right, we're going to add to it.
That's
So
not
with
great.
this,
I'm gonna add
That's not
to
great
it?
at all.
Oh shit.
With a critical wound that happens due to the wounds itself, I'm going to add +10 for every wound inflicted. So we're adding +50 to this roll on the crit table.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. I rolled really crappy. So a 27 turns into a 77, which is a fractured hip. You gain a
Tracks.
stunned
Yeah,
condition.
fitting.
You gain a stun condition. I need you to, well, you're already prone from going below 0. And you're going to suffer a broken bone minor injury. So if you go into the compendium table, just look for the minor broken bone, drag that over, and you will have those effects. And that ends the Herald's turn. The space that it had walked across as it ran at Krappa, its body seemed to flash in and out of reality as it did so. And the ground on whence it tread, the stone has melted around each of its footprints. So next up,
Fun.
Berkey.
Mm-hmm.
Otto, what's up? You're about to say something.
Oh, I just had fun with the melting stone.
So, Brad, Krappa is down, or has he just got a crit? He's unconscious?
Krappa is not unconscious yet. He's
Okay.
down below 0.
So
On
does
his
he-
turn, he'll have to test.
Does he count as an engaged target?
No, I've always ruled that if you go down, you're not counting as engaged. Although he's not unconscious, so sure, I'll say
Feel like-
why not.
So he would count toward an outnumbering situation.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Of course I would. I'm huge.
Now, because the Herald went first, I didn't have you roll this, but when the demon appears, I need all 5 of you to take a fear test quickly, please. This is the fear for actually seeing the creature. So you need 2. It's a fear 2 target, so you need 2 success levels.
Oh, nice.
So cool test?
Cool test, +0.
That's going to be a 4 under 51, so +5.
4 under 51. Otto, you're fine. You pass it. You will not be considered afraid of the creature.
That's 48 over 32, but I'm going to re-roll that shit because that's
using a fortune point to re-roll.
Terrible, and I don't want to be afraid of him right now.
Okay.
22 under 34, thus saith the digital dice.
Whoops.
All right, Luca. Crappa, perfect. Honestly, the endurance check.
No, I think I did that, but I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay.
I was just trying. Oh, I have 2 crits now. What the fuck? No.
I'll fix that in a minute.
All right.
So, Brad, mine was a 52 over 37, but I re-rolled it for a 2 under 37.
Nice.
With a +3, you are also not afraid of this creature. Excellent. Luca, with a +1, you will still be considered afraid. Because you need 2 successes to beat the fear.
And I'm not going to give a fortune. I'm not going to get better than 22, most likely. So.
No, the only thing you could use a fortune for is you could use it to add a success level to your fear test and get pop free, but you don't have to.
So, yeah, and at the same time, like I don't want to metagame. I don't know the answer to this, but if I have to re-roll fear, you know what? Yeah, I'll do the fortune.
Okay.
To add a success and just hope that I don't have to roll again to fail.
Perfect. Then you are no longer afraid as well. Crappa, we're going to take your 6 and we'll use that for your fear. What would your cool have been?
Cool. And what was the difficulty? I didn't think I had
challenging +0.
Okay.
Okay. Honestly, fitting with 1 success level, you are 1 shy of being not afraid, and considering it just absolutely eviscerated you a little bit, that makes sense. All right, and then Berkey, how'd the reroll go?
I am still only at a +1, so...
So you are going to suffer from fear.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't do anything.
I just have to pass a cool test before I do.
Pass a cool test before you can move closer, correct.
Which I'm going to do now.
Yep. So you suffer -1 success levels on all tests to affect your source of fear until such time that you break that fear.
I also can't move toward it unless I pass a challenging +0 cool test, which I just got a 35 over 32 and did not pass. So
okay, so Berkey, you cannot approach the creature at this time.
Fun. All right, give me a second because that completely fucks what I was about to do. I am going to sheath my sword and shield and pull out the old crossbow from my backpack.
All right.
Which I'm pulling it from my backpack, so I assume that's my whole turn.
Swapping weapons and pulling it, it's not equipped, you have to pull it out of your bag, then yeah, it would be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't carry all that and stay unencumbered, so.
That makes sense.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, that's Berkey. That brings us to Sigmund.
Seeing that thing attack my boy Crappa, Sigmund's going to be filled with an ounce of bravery and move towards it.
Oh, okay.
Just an ounce.
Just an ounce. That's all
Just
we
an
need.
Ounce.
Just all we need.
Yeah, that's all we need.
And he's going to take his dagger and try to make an attack against it.
I have a mustard seed of faith.
Go ahead and make that attack roll. I did say that Crappa technically counts as engaged because he's not unconscious and or dead yet. So you will get a +20 to your attack roll.
Okay. I'm going to use a fortune and re-roll that.
Okay, an 83 over 47. That's a good re-roll. Yeah.
I mean, fitting that the lawyer would have an impressive failure trying to slice something, but
yes,
marginal success. 39 under 47.
Okay, with a 39 under 47, that's a +1. You, how much damage would you do? As he's going to attempt to oppose it real quick, but how much damage would you do?
That would be 5.
Okay, your +1 with a 39 under 47 is tied with his +1. However, his +1 is to a lower skill. So you will succeed to doing 5 damage. Now,
Sick.
one thing that has to happen is this is a demon. I'm going to roll a d10. There's a demonic trait on demons. If the demonic trait triggers, which means I have to roll the number of the demonic trait or higher, the creature goes incorporeal and your attack does nothing.
Okay.
I did not succeed. So how much damage are you going to do?
5 wounds.
5 wounds. So you reach out, you stab forth. The creature's body glitches and phases a little bit. He's not going to suffer 5 wounds just because of his toughness. But you do successfully wound the creature, and you see as the eyes, those snarling, tight cat eyes, stare into you as you've done so.
It's actually really huge, though. You got rid of its advantage.
That
You did get rid of its advantage.
That
I didn't add it.
Oh,
I
go
didn't
ahead.
add its advantage on the defense roll. You would not have succeeded because of the advantage.
Well, too late. You already did it.
Can't roll it back.
No takesies, backsies, Brad.
I absolutely can roll it back. Same as I would for you guys. So unfortunately, Sigmund, I forgot about his 2 advantage. With that, his +1 becomes a +3. He would beat your attack test.
Well, shit.
And as you strike out at him, the body, phasing a little bit, the hand just swats your dagger away. The 3 tongues twirling in a circle as it turns its eyes to you.
Yeah, that ounce of courage Sigmund had is now dripping down his leg.
All right, Sigmund, anything else for you?
No, that'll be it.
After Sigmund, it is Krappa. Krappa, it is your turn. You are not yet unconscious, but we do have to test for a few different things, and I need to look up. It's been a while since we've done this to you guys, so I actually need to look up what you have to do, but I believe the unconscious condition is going to come if you fail an endurance check here. So let's start by rolling that while I just quickly check.
Endurance?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Up in arms might change all the crit rules, but it does not change this part.
Don't like that.
Not
Okay,
much
so injury.
endurance, huh?
Well, we're going to try that again.
So since you've lost all your wounds, which you have, you've collected your overwhelm, you gain a prone condition, which you have. In addition, worse, if you're not healed within a number of toughness rounds equal to your toughness bonus, you will then become unconscious. So you actually don't need to do an endurance check, so that's a good thing. All that's going to happen is your toughness bonus is 4. So after this round, you have 3 additional rounds before you pass out and fall unconscious. However,
3.
you are prone, and you will remain prone until you heal at least 1 wound. You can attack from prone. You can try to crawl away. You can do a lot of things, but you just can't stand up.
I keep thinking that I'm unconscious right now. Okay.
No.
So
You
Hey.
got 3 rounds until you go unconscious.
Okay.
Mike, what's your toughness bonus?
4.
3.
4? Oh,
If you were doing an endurance check against 40, what's your toughness or your?
He probably has advances in endurance.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right. So what, is your
Yeah.
toughness 30 then?
Yeah, I do. I have 5. It's 35.
Okay, so then you actually, this is 1 round. You have 2 more rounds. You only have 3 rounds before you go unconscious.
Okay, 2 more. Got it.
sorry to call it. That was unrelated to that screwing you more. Sorry.
Way to go.
Well, it was a legitimate question on my part. Okay.
I'll take a swing at his ass.
Okay, if you're going to attack from prone, attacking from prone gives you a negative modifier. I believe...
Of all the things that happened, that's what gives me the negative modifier. Fucking eviscerated.
Yeah, basically. So
Now you laying on your belly.
with the broken bone minor injury on your hip, you have a lot of negatives going on. So broken bone minor carries a few things. Let's pull up injuries and quickly run through this just so you're aware. You're going to have to, with a broken bone, let's see. Amputation.
Hold up, didn't you say I was stunned also? So can I
He's
even
stunned. You
attack?
can't even attack.
Yeah.
Because your endurance test was a negative. So yes, you do not fade. You're actually, there we go. With your stun and your -2 attempt on your endurance, you remain stunned, and that is your turn. With stun, however, you can crawl, I believe.
Fuck am I gonna crawl?
I think
You
with
can
stun,
use-
you can either move or attack or something
You
like that.
cannot attack at all if you're stunned.
Oh, that's back.
You
But
can
okay.
use your move to stagger half your normal move speed. So since you're prone, your move speed is already halved, and it would be halved again. So you could literally crawl 1 foot away.
Like a yard.
No.
Yeah.
Stay up there. Stay
Fuck
engaged.
that.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay there.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
All right, Krappa, that's your turn.
My legend.
Otto, I know you've been chomping at the bit to swing at something.
I'm charging.
Charging in. Gain 1 advantage for the charge.
Hang on, for Krappa, at the end of his round, when you make another endurance test for that's done.
That's at the end of mine. All right.
Yeah, I think it's at the end of yours.
Well, technically, that would be the...
Oh, it's at the end of each round. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's why we had him do it at the start of his turn, because we didn't do it last round.
Sorry.
And he'll do it at the end of this round.
Yeah.
All right, Otto, what you got for me? You've charged in. You have Sigmund, who took a stab attack and attempted. You have Krappa basically bleeding out on the ground a little bit.
That's
get a
an
plus
11.
40. Okay.
Under
11 is a crit.
1 second, I gotta do my skills. 89. So
Okay,
that's plus
a
7.
7. All right, I theoretically cannot do the same. The only way I have a chance of doing anything is if I crit you back, and that's probably not going to happen. No, that is a... So you had a plus 7, you said?
Yes.
With the 2 success levels, that was a -4, which becomes a -2. So I lose all advantage. And the differential is going to be 9.
9.
First and foremost, we start with the crits. This is WFRP. So roll me a D100 to see where you hit.
83.
83. So when we roll the D100 for the hit location, we don't reverse it this time, or do we? I think we do still.
I don't remember.
I'm looking right now. Do not reverse it. Perfect. Okay, so we rolled it again. Beautiful. A 83 is going to be the left leg. So now roll me a D100.
79.
79 is a torn thigh. Gain 3 bleeding conditions, and the creature suffers 3 wounds. That being said, the creature is also a demon, and it is painless. So what painless does is it allows the creature to ignore basically non-amputating critical wounds. So it'll take 3 wounds, but that is it.
Well, that's fine, because...
Conditions are suffered as normal, so it will gain 3 bleeds. That's actually very good.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
So bleed 3.
And then that was a -2 you rolled?
The differential for you is going to be 9.
Okay, so that's going to be 16 wounds.
16 wounds total. Okay, first and foremost, let's see. I did not beat the demonic roll. So with 16 wounds total and bleed 3, that means all in, you just did 19 wounds.
Hell yeah.
Otto, how do you want to do it?
Oh, sweet. What the?
Fuck yeah.
You did 19 wounds, man.
I'm just going to bash it and crumple his leg and then just follow it up with a shot to the head.
Okay. As you smash down into the leg, the knee buckles, the creature snarls at you, sees the head of your Warhammer glowing slightly as you've had this prayer, and you just do like kind of the underhanded baseball swing up. The head snaps back, teeth fly, purple goo everywhere, and the creature's body into a cloud of smoke.
You're welcome, Otto. I got him distracted for you.
I'm going to run over to Krappa, and I'm going to pass him this healing draft.
You have a healing draft?
Yeah, because
from the dead guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I had a few of them.
Okay. So you get Krappa to take the healing draft. I don't remember what a healing draft does.
So it regains... I'm sorry, I was just looking at it, and then I closed my thing. The healing draft... If you have 0 wounds, recover toughness bonus immediately.
Perfect. So, Krappa, you're going to gain 3 wounds back, and you may now stand from prone. Now, Krappa, you have a minor broken bone.
Yeah, you owe me a draft.
With a minor broken bone, you will have to... it'll take 30 days plus 1d10 days to heal. So roll a d10 for me.
All right.
Hey, I also have a healing... I have 2 healing poultice as well.
37 days.
Not needed until you actually do a heal check.
Okay.
The draft was what you needed at that moment. All right, so with the 7, Krappa, you have 37 days till that hip heals.
Oof.
With a minor broken bone. It's your hip, so it doesn't really do too much, but if the test has failed, you take a -5 to everything. It actually doesn't say it does anything major with a minor broken bone. It's just the issue of the hit location being unusable until the breakage heals, which is your chest. So you don't really use your chest for... Well, but that was a body hit.
It's a body.
Oh, okay.
So essentially what we're going to say is, because it was technically a body wound and it broke your hip, which I guess that makes sense. I'm going to rule that because of the way the rules are written, there's no impact to your movement because it's a hip. Your movement's just going to be painful, but your actual movement capability is fine. Your leg is not, you're not dead-legged.
Okay.
Aha, there it is. Hidden in the tiny text. For body hits, your strength and mobility are limited. I stand corrected here on the broken hip. This actually makes a lot more sense. You suffer -30 to your strength and agility characteristics until the wound heals, until the bone is completely healed in 37 days.
Gross.
And your move is halved.
All
So you
right.
move at half speed. That makes a lot more sense with a broken
I'll
hip.
say that does make more sense.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I was reading the text and I'm like, it's been a while since we had to deal with a broken bone. At one point, in Imperium Maledictum, we had a lot of broken ribs, but at one point in WFRP, we had like broken arms everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Everyone had a broken left arm.
Yep.
Or- yeah, that was right.
first playthrough of WFRP, I broke everybody's arms. Tainted Hive, I broke everybody's ribs. It looks like we're going to go for hips this time, guys.
Hell
That
yeah.
sounds terrible.
Sounds like we're going to fail this run through.
So Krappa, you have -30 to strength, agility, and half your movement.
All right.
It's bad.
Don't worry, it's
Broken
only for a
bones are
month.
really bad.
Right, it's only for a month.
Yeah, it's only for 37 days.
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
I
Long
also just out of this doesn't really matter, but I totally should have done actually more wounds. I didn't factor in outnumbering at all.
That 19 just became 23 because you would have gotten +40. So yeah, how did you want to do it? We still stand where we stand today.
Sorry. I was just thinking about those like I missed something. I know I did.
Well, it actually was fitting that the warrior priest slams a hammer in to kill the demon. That combat would have. This is one of the things that I, as the GM, changed from the first time we played Enemy in Shadows, and I tweaked it a little bit, not to make it like more deadly. I left his deadliness exactly where he is, and we noticed that was enough. It was the weird. The combat escalation was going to continue to get weirder and weirder every single round. The thing I love about Chaos when you look at Tzeentch is how the Changer, like these called the Changer, just the world can be warped by his people. Like, so the walls were going to melt, the floors were going to become tacky, and you guys wouldn't be able to walk more than half your speed. Things like that. It was going to be pretty
Let's
cool.
go back. Let's keep going.
You don't want that combat to keep going based on the fact that Krappa went down in 1.
What about Tzeentch, Brad?
You know I love Tzeentch. All right. So the demon in a cloud of smoke. Krappa, a draft poured down his throat, staggers to his feet. Krappa, when the time comes and you actually look at your chest and look at your body in a chamber or whatever, your hip is going to be black and blue from the broken bone.
I'd like to start like breaking up the chaos symbol on the floor.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to, if I can with my hammer, break off a chunk of it, like of the emblem. I guess I don't. The skull was a physical entity, not like an image on the ground. Right?
The skull was a physical entity. The pentagram, as a reminder, is black paint with a black candle at each of the 8 points. And outside of that is a giant brass or copper ring.
Before he does too much, I'd really like to use my pick recorder here. I think I've said it a few times, and I just wish it was a thing.
When in doubt with pitch recorder, I'm actually literally just going to bring a couple of stones with us with the painting on it.
So, cool story, but I can draw.
That's true.
Yeah.
I will also say, Otto, that
I'm hesitant to draw that, though.
I
That's
don't
fair.
think you should draw chaos stuff.
I agree with all of that. Otto, before you go with the effort and the time of trying to break out the stones, this octagram is so large. It's just, if you were to break out a couple stones with paint on them, it's just going to look like a painted stone. You're not, before you dive in on the effort, you're not going to be able to get what I
How
think
big
you're
are the
trying
stones
to
on the
get.
ground, though?
So they're flag stones. I mean, they're 2 foot by 3 foot kind of pieces
I just want to take one with me.
with just a black line through it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It'll take you some time to break one of those out of the ground. Sure.
I'm fine with that. I'm doing that.
Okay. I
That's
just
going
wanted
to
to
be
be clear.
heavy, and now our Cropopotamus doesn't have his full strength anymore. So
Correct.
Sigmar's with you, and he's going to lay a hand on him, and he's going to pray.
Okay.
Ooh.
Little pray tech. What are we doing?
I'm going to add Blessing of Might to see if they can help him. It's not going to help him for very long, but...
It won't help him for long, but it'll help him.
Oh, what? Please tell me that passed. Skill pray. Oh, just barely. 53 under 55.
You know what? Yes, but Sigmar listens, and Krappa's going to get some level of the Blessing of Might.
You get plus 10 to your strength for, I think, 6 rounds.
Ooh.
So
There you
not
go.
very long, but...
Plus 10, huh? All right.
I'm gonna be very, very thorough going around this entire room looking
Good, 'cause I
for.
was just about to tell you a few things you saw.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for symbols and
Sure.
any.
In the back right corner, there was an iron cabinet. You had noticed the image that we had used, that little map that we had from the... Actually, that map comes out of the book, which is great.
So
There is an iron cabinet in the back right corner. There's a pool of dark liquid around the cabinet itself, but that you can see. And you said you wanted to do like a investigative check of the room.
checking everything that I can possibly see, even the smallest little drawing, symbol, anything. I'm gonna be trying to piece together.
Okay, give me an intuition check, and I'll give you plus 20.
My intuition is ass.
Yes, it is 61 over 51. Do you want to do something with that?
Yeah, let me try again.
Okay, fortune pointed up.
Come on, digital dice. Yeah,
That's better.
34 under 51.
Okay, with a plus 2. As you investigate the room, a couple things. First and foremost, iron cabinet, upper right corner. In the upper left corner, right, almost seemingly semi-stuck in front of a stone, as if it was like caught on something, you find a large silk handkerchief with the monogram FS embroidered on it. Frank Sam. To the right of the cabinet, you see... Ooh, let's see. Within the cabinet itself, within are a stack of papers that are unmarked, just empty, couple 3-4 sheafs of empty parchment. You also see a stack of small candles and a bucket of, very obviously, paint. In addition,
What color is that paint, Brad?
black. It matches the paint of the octagram on the ground. In addition, okay, as you look a bit harder at that pool of liquid at the base, you realize that it's tacky old blood. A lot of it. The cabinet itself sits above the ground by 5-6 inches. And under the cabinet, as you're checking everything, you take a knee and you look underneath, you see the bones of a 3-legged creature.
Three legs?
3 legs.
This is obviously the goblin we were chasing, and I pull this out, and I'm gonna kind of toss it to the side and keep investigating.
I'll dump the bucket. What's that?
Wait, it's just bones? No
It's just
flesh?
bones.
Not freshly
Flesh.
dead? Like bone dry?
It is bones that are dried and aged. They look as if they've been under that cabinet for years. I want to re-highlight that you just walked into a room where you saw rabbits and the stone has melted into footprints.
Damn
But
fuckery.
it is bones, and they look as if they have been... They have that brown mottling of having been exposed to oxygen for a long time.
Okay, I know we were looking for a 3-legged goblin. These bones look like goblin bones.
It's absolutely
Same
a goblin
size.
bones. Same size. 3 legs.
This is
Goblinoid skull.
very strange. As I'm gonna shift it off to the side. I'll keep looking.
Okay.
Sorry, Mike had something about the bucket.
Well, I was just going to dump the bucket out and fill it with the bones.
Okay, good.
Take those with.
Easily done.
I do not like this room.
That's all you find, Luca.
That's all I find?
That's all there is.
In the entire room. Okay.
With a +2 intuition.
So all of the parchment was blank?
All of the parchment. There were three sheafs, all blank. Stack of candles.
Handkerchief, FS. Blank
handkerchief
parchment.
with an FS. A stack of candles, about six to eight extra candles. We'll say 6 extra candles. So the black candles that are around the edge of the octagram, and the black paint. That was it.
Okay.
Oh, you had 2 successes. You had enough. You also find that the cabinet has a false bottom.
Oh.
With a +2, you see that the cabinet has a false bottom. Within the cabinet, underneath that false bottom. So you pull the candles out, you take those 3 sheafs of parchment out. Inside is a silver sacrificial knife with a golden handle and a single ruby set in the hilt that is covered with old dried blood. There's also a scroll that is sealed with a little bit of wax. And the knife lies on a silver platter.
What kind of gem did it have?
Like a ruby, looks like.
The ruby? On a silver platter.
Correct.
Talk about giving it up on a silver platter. All right. So I guess I'm gonna... Sigmund, you can read. Here you go. Take this scroll.
Take a look at it. What are we looking
Does
at
it
here?
have a seal?
It's sealed with wax, just a little bit.
Okay. Sigmund.
So Sigmund, the piece of parchment you hold in your hands feels warm to the touch. The wax seal is a single purple stamp with a purple hand on it.
Fun. I'll take my dagger and gently slide underneath the wax to open it up.
You break the seal. You unroll the scroll. It is in a language you cannot read. Give me an intuition check. I'll say at a -20. You do. Actually, no. I'll make it a -10. You do go to the colleges.
Sigmund, didn't you also read that demon book from like way back when?
Yeah,
when we were at the inn.
Crow over that guy's shoulder.
Yeah. Does he have any kind of extra intuition about this situation based on the book?
Nope.
No. Okay.
It's a good ask, but no.
What the
You
shit?
said -10 on the intuition.
Because you go to the college, I'll give you a -10, not a -20. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
21 under 27.
Okay. Well, that's very good. So with a +0, yes, but you can't read this language, but you faintly recognize it. It's magic. It's language magic. So it's the script of the wizards, which is not anything you can read unless you can read language magic.
Do not have that.
Correct. Nobody in this party is a wizard.
But that's not going to help.
That will not meet it.
At
Nope.
least you know what we need to find.
I don't know if we want to read this thing.
Yeah. After seeing that and understanding, like, oh, this is magical text in a language I don't know how to interpret, I'm going to roll it up as quickly as I unrolled it.
Okay. You roll it back up. It still pulses warm to the touch.
Well,
As you finish rolling it shut, a faint, familiar voice whispers on the air in your ear and just goes, "Oh, come on, I could come back."
yeah, no, I'm going to press really hard and crease it so it stays shut.
Okay.
Hey, Brad.
Sir.
Based on what we saw on this demon.
Yep.
Its claws, its horns.
Sure.
Does it look like... Actually, looking at Krappa, the damage that it did to him.
Yeah.
Is it reminiscent of what we saw on the bounty hunter?
Great question. Not the exact same, because the bounty hunter was ripped asunder, body parts strewn everywhere.
Totally
But-
torn apart? Okay.
But the claw marks. As you look at Krappa, if you were to see his wounds, the claws that slashed across his chest, it looks like a beast's claws. And if you remember, the bounty hunter looked like it had been ripped apart by a beast. Good old Adolphus Custos. What else would you like to do, gentlemen?
I'd like somebody smarter than me to go sell this knife somewhere and give me the money.
I'd like to go get a bandage.
Do we want to take it back to the... was he a judge? I can't remember if he was a judge or not.
Magistrate Magirius.
Magistrate. Because, yeah, it's like we could report on this stuff.
I'm sorry, not Magirius. Richter. He was a judge. He was the festival judge, magistrate.
Yeah,
Listen.
city magistrate, I thought.
Never mind. I'm going to be quiet.
I am going to pass this scroll off to Otto.
Okay.
As he's stronger than me, so he should probably hold on to it.
Okay.
Is he the Frodo?
Otto.
He's the Frodo.
Parchment is weirdly warm.
I must spit on it and say fucking filth, and then put it in my bag and say, we need to get this to the temple.
You spit on it, and your spit makes a mark on the parchment.
Like a saliva mark or
Yep.
like a mark?
Like a wet mark where you spit.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Okay,
say.
good.
The hell?
I'm marked forever now, tainted by chaos.
All right. What's next, gents?
Did I get my stone?
Oh, it'll take you about 20 minutes to break a flagstone loose using a warhammer since you don't have the appropriate tools, but yes, you will get your stone.
I look at the skeleton of the three-legged thing. I look at the net in my hand. I look at the skeleton. Guess we won't be needing this. You can put it in there for effect, I guess.
Yeah, it might come in useful. We'll find something to do with it.
We
I
need to
think
bring
Krappa
back.
already has it.
Toss it in the bucket.
We need to bring
Yeah.
back evidence of getting that goblin. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, we're bringing back his bones in the
His
bucket.
bones are the only evidence we have.
Well, we have this other evidence, and I lift the stone.
That's a big ass stone, bro. 2x3.
Big ass stone.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gonna-
guessing you're encumbered, sir.
It's going to count as encumbrance 2.
That's it. My crossbow's
Wow.
encumbrance 2.
Crossbows are heavy too?
Yeah.
I
crossbows are
guess. All right.
That's fine. I have 4 spaces of encumbrance, so.
Okay.
Hey, Brad.
Sir.
I'm gonna go and fill wherever I dump this bucket out. I'm gonna go and put some of that back into the bucket and start kind of sloshing it around, making these bones look a little more recent.
Okay.
Fresh.
Krappa, I also need you to
Roll
make,
them in the blood.
real quickly, if you could for me, I need you to take an easy plus 40 endurance check.
Astounding success.
Okay, despite all the wounds that you have taken in this
My
filthy
man.
place, you don't believe you have an infection at this time. All right.
Fingers cannot affect me.
You go and you grab some filth and you make the bones look a little even more filthy, less aged, a little newer filthy. You just literally dipping the bucket into the effluents and swirling the bones around and then dumping them out again.
No, into the bucket of guts that I had.
I'm sorry. I thought you were dipping the bucket from the paint into the sewage
the
water.
bucket of guts that I've been carrying around for this goblin.
Fuck, I forgot you tried to bait the goblin with the tasty
So yeah,
morsels
we're
last time.
gonna juice these bones up.
Yeah, okay, you do. So the bones are definitively bloodier and fleshier at this point.
Sweet. We need money, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. What are you going to do with that?
I'm gonna
I don't
stick
wanna
that
stay
knife
here.
in my bag, by the way, and the
Stick the
silver
knife in your
platter.
bag. Okay. Luca, as you grasp...
Wait, one second.
Yep.
Oh Jesus! You already started.
I did.
I hate you so much.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna ask if there is any symbol that I can recognize on it that looks
There's
like.
no symbols on it at all.
I grabbed it. What does it do?
Just make a cool check, +0.
I hate you.
You're going to get some corruption.
That's okay.
I
I'm a little
appreciate
bit
you
corrupt.
stopping yourself as you realized what I was telling you.
I saw. Yeah, as you go to grasp, that's not good.
No, it's not.
So, it's just +0. You said.
Challenging +0, cool. A 90 over 34 for a negative 6.
Slow down.
I'm not saying anything else. I was just about to ask, what would you like to do?
We're failing a lot tonight.
Hey,
It's
that's
amazing.
chaos, dude.
You know, we talked about how it's fun to fail
Hold
forward.
on.
We failed forward a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I have no corruption yet. Let's see what happens.
Are you sure?
No, that's dumb. That's
You might
dumb.
regret that
cool.
decision.
That's dumb.
I've said that before, and I regretted it every time.
-2's better, I guess. I'll take the -2.
52
minus
over
2.
34.
With a 52 over 34 -2.
I grow a tentacle.
Not quite.
You gotta get more
I
corrupted
know.
before that happens.
I'm just checking if the -2 is enough.
-2 is much better than -6.
It's
it is.
It's better.
Yeah.
So with a -2, you will.
Brad, would that have been bad?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
With -6 success levels, I was going to give you 3 points of corruption.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've had 3 points before.
You have, not from one source. With this, though, with a -2, it is only a minor source of corruption. Now, minor sources of corruption, it's just pass or fail. If you fail, you get 1. If you pass, you get 0. But
Okay.
when you fail by -6, that level of astounding failure, that's a no and. Which meant you're going to get additional levels. With a -2, just straight up failure, you get 1 point of corruption.
Okay, not too bad. Now, while I'm holding this, though,
Mhm.
it makes me feel some sort of way.
No.
And while I'm
Doesn't
while I'm
make you
looking
feel
at
anything.
it, like if I was at a store looking at this on the counter and I picked it up, and like I
I'd
see
buy it.
nothing about it that looks corrupting.
Nope. You can't always see corruption.
I understand.
Warpstone is very easy. Chaos symbols are very easy. This is a
saying I'm
corrupting
selling
influence.
this thing.
Absolutely. This is a corrupting influence for a different reason. If you
Okay.
as you look at it, you don't see any reason to have ever thought it would have been corrupting.
Mm-hmm.
It's sinister looking. It's very obviously been used for who knows what. It's got that look of it's got that look of like blades you would see in like an Indiana Jones movie at an altar,
Okay.
Mm.
where like you look at it
It's
and you
a
go,
it's an amethyst, clearly, right?
potentially.
That's an altar knife for sacrifice.
Is that the name?
So-
Okay, I was like,
yeah.
you said that, and I thought anatheme, and I'm like,
I was
yeah,
just about to
potentially.
ask you what the fuck that was. So
Yeah,
Amethyst.
I had no idea what that was.
So an amethyst
We're pagans in this
is an
house.
altar knife. An anatheme is a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know. Today I learned. TIL. But with that, will you sell the knife? Are you guys ever going to leave the sewers? We'll have to find out next time on the Grimdark Chronicles.
I leave the sewers.
Not yet, you don't. You got to get your way out first. With that, though,
Hand wave.
each of you are going to get
I wish.
5 points of experience for getting into the sewers and making your way to the temple. You will get an additional 10 points of experience for breaking in and charging into the room despite so many indicators that you probably didn't want to. You will get an additional 5 points for finding the goblin skeleton, 5 points for finding the handkerchief, and an additional 20 points for killing the demon. Otto, you will gain 10 more than everyone else, so you will get 30. Absolutely eviscerating that bitch.
How much
Wait,
for
wait, wait,
taking
I'm
the
at
demon out?
I'm at 45. Or
Everybody
35.
gets 20
Yeah.
for killing the demon. Otto gets
Mhm.
30.
Oh, nice.
Everyone
Oh,
gets
okay, that one.
everyone
Yeah.
gets 10 for going into the temple when you didn't want to. So I'll tell you what everyone gets.
Yeah.
Otto gets 10 more. 20 for killing the demon, 10 for making your way into the temple for 30, 5 for finding the goblin for 35, 5 for finding the handkerchief for 40, and 5 for finding your way to the temple in the first place to charge into it, making it 45 for everybody, 55 for Otto. It's a nice big experience day.
What about the 10 for a general session?
That's already included with all that. Get out of here.
Oh,
Ask and you receive less.
45.
But with that, thank you so much for joining. If you like what you heard and you want to help us keep the lights on, consider heading over to patreon.com/deadsonscompany, where all of our wonderful patrons help us to basically afford artwork and all the other things we do to continue to bring this forth to you all. So thank you to all of you. If you really want to help us, subscribe on YouTube. We are pushing to 500. We got just over 400, which is awesome. We'd love to hit 1,000 by the end of 2025. I have no idea at this point when this episode is coming out. It's going to be a ways down the road, so we might be over 500 by the time you hear this. But help us get to 1,000. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's a great thing. Please do. Last but not least, head over to deadsunsco.com where you can get access to Daggerheart, Mothership, Grimdark Chronicles, Tainted Hive, Stolen Keg, and so much more. So basically,
So many things.
we like to play games, and we like that you like to listen to games. So thank you so much for being a part of this. And until next time, we are Dead Suns Company.